Welcome back. You're joining me in time for Operation Crimson Stallion. This is a covert extraction, 4-man raiding an EXALT cell and bringing Drake back home alive, our covert operative. This is the first mission for young FRAG-E, the alloy SHIV just born into this world. But for the rest of the troops on this one, they're pretty much veterans at this point. It's a decent team. I certainly would have taken slightly different soldiers had my A-team been available, but I think the alloy SHIV, especially against predominantly ballistic EXALT, they should still be predominantly ballistic at this point, shouldn't have any problems. Even if they're beam lasers, I think the alloy SHIV will do a great job here. Anyway, let's get down there and let's see what we can do.
Our field operative was detected by EXALT forces while in the process of mining some valuable intel from their comm relays. Strike 1 will need to protect the operative while they finish decrypting the EXALT data from the other relays. If the operative goes down, we'll lose any chance of recovering that intel. We have a new objective.
So, the idea here is one of avoiding conflict. We've got two choices really. We can go through the building, back alley area, or we can go around through the car park. The idea here is to get the strike team to our operative through the exposed car park area. By staying far left, we won't activate any pods within the building, meaning we won't get dug into an urban fight. Meanwhile, any pods we do activate that are sentries out here should have limited cover options, and because we have extensive explosive and suppression ability, we should be able to pin them behind whatever cover they have and explode it for good damage. Once we've made contact with our operative, we'll be able to first try and secure this transmitter, then get up to the doorway and hit the next one. If we're lucky, we'll hit no contact during these escapades, then we'll be able to fall back the way we came. If we're unlucky, we'll get caught in a fight and we'll have to power our way through the liquor store itself, or hold our ground and fight until enemies are dealt with. FRAG-E will be able to give us some extensive tanking capability if we need it, but of course any damage taken beyond the first 4 points, his armor rating here, will require repair time, so ideally we don't want to tank with him, but of course that's his job. If we have to tank with him, we will have to. FRAG-E will also give us the ability to take cover out in the exposed ground, something EXALT isn't going to have at their disposal. They've just got the cover we catch them in. So, we're just going to try and keep aggressive on that left side, while staying away from the bulk of where I expect EXALT to be. Alright. When you've got an alloy SHIV on your team, it's nice that you can always have a pretty good idea of who your point man should be. The SHIV's usually the first person to move. Contact. Okay. One lone sentry. Let's try and pick this guy off before he calls for backup. Heavy cover, unexplodable. He's got one of the positions that actually might be able to stump us, but we can suppress him. Just means we can't take him out before anybody might show up. We'll see how we go.
Yes, Commander.
Wolf is going to get in position here. As you can see, we don't have very good odds. That guy's got tac sense too. Even worse. We're just going to have to suppress him while we safely move up, because a run and gun could reveal us to another EXALT pod. Not what we need right now. But luckily this guy ain't a heavy or anything, he can't grenade us. We gotta thank our lucky stars for that.
Okay.
Alright, let's just keep him pinned, I think. Oh man, that ship just does not have much ammo, does it? That's a pain. But we haven't a choice. Unless I throw a scan out. Where's gonna be a good place for a scan? We'll save the scans. I don't think it's going to tell me too much right now. Suppress him. We'll steady. And we'll just be ready to move up on him. Holding.
Scanning.
And holding. I hear footsteps in the bushes to the left there. We might need to scan after all. a miss for me, that's good. I think I heard footsteps over in these bushes here. We might make a small movement and then scan just to check. Oh, well, there he is. He's an operative. Alright, what's their additional cover down here? These trees don't count as cover. There's nothing that can be taken to flank me at this point. At this point, I'm going to go for it.
Time to motor.
We've discovered the guy who was down there, I think.
Target acquired.
Oh, wow. I'm eating my words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is actually an EXALT Laser Elite pod. That is the QRF right there. That's the big force. Not only were they right on the edge of the vision, but they're all elites by the look of it. The only saving grace here is those guys don't have cover against us, so they might just spend their next few turns running for cover. Regardless, I've got my work cut out for me now. That means we're going to have to go loud. And how?
That's affirmative.
And this one is just popping off from the start.
Our operative is near one of the EXALT comm relays, Commander. We just need to activate it to acquire the residual data. That comm relay is down, Commander. Our operative hacked the system and decrypted some of their data, while also disrupting EXALT's communications. We should continue looking for any other relays nearby.
Alright, this is going to get messy. We're going to need the Rocketeer up in position to deal with all those shitheads. And the SHIV. We need everything. Meanwhile, we also got to deal with these guys. That's going to be a close encounters. So I might just take a shot at this guy. One shot, not rapid fire any of the ammo.
No longer a threat.
FRAG-E's got to start moving up.
On y va. Good copy, moving on target.
This is some rough shit. I didn't even get a count of how many elites I'm facing. I just know there's too many. Alright, we're gonna need some good damage here. Not bad. He should be toothless for the rest of the movement here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we are leaving. You know, it's just as well I found out, thanks to my commenters, that, yes, I'm actually not getting extra money for being all the operatives on this mission, so it's better to just hit the hacks and get the fuck out. And that is excellent, and that is very true right now.
Rolling.
That is extra true right now.
That's all the data we're going to get, Commander. Now we just need to get our operative to the evac point for extraction. Objectives updated.
Yes, we just need to do that. Easier said than done. Oh my god. That is a lot of EXALT. Alright, looks like we're going to be making, I think, an aggressive run for it using the alloy SHIV as cover. Or, oppositely, we could use the SHIV as a bunker. Wolfer could cover from it. I don't know. No, don't shoot. Please don't shoot. You need to run, Drake. We are most definitely leaving, Drake. Let me see here. That might be a reasonable place to move. The roof could be safer, though. I think the roof might end up being safer. Just for this turn.
Heading out.
And with both transmitters gone, no, we are definitely not sticking around to fight this one out. Just need to cover Drake until she's ready here. Also need to keep our ammo up because we're going to have drop-ins coming in, and these guys will not be disarmed, and we're going to need to be fighting them. But they're disabled for this turn. Next turn, Drake probably runs through the store. So if we start heading right, Reloading the SHIV, having the assault ready for the drop-ins that are about to hit us, might be the best thing we can do. Getting J-Bowles into a position where he's ready to fire a rocket. And Hypergeek can simply deal with this guy.
J'y vais. Il est mort, je confirme.
Like that.
Heading there
Let's
now.
get you in position. You need to reload,
I'm on it, Commander.
because bad things are coming. Even worse than the things you've already seen, if you can believe
Back
that.
in line.
I really need that ammo conservation, but here we go. No more reloads, no more making them reload after this point. They're all ready to go now. All those EXALTs. And Drake is not out of the woods yet. Not by a long shot. There's your heavy. These guys are getting very elite. Everybody's got a laser weapon at this point. Snipers with squad sight, no doubt. We are going to have to get the fuck out of here. Thank God for Sprinter. Do you have Sprinter, right? You must. You don't even have Sprinter. You're just ready to live. I respect that. I'm ready to live too. We're getting the fuck out. I gotta survive one more turn thanks to the incredible mobility of Drake here, and then we're the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna do exactly that and nothing more.
Going in for the kill.
Holy shit.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Move it, move it, move it. We are fucking
Contact.
leaving. Drake, we are leaving! Please be disabled. Yeah, you're disabled. You two are disabled. That's good. But that guy's got a rocket. I'm gonna have to suppress him to stop him from rocketing me. That's gonna put... Ah, shit. That's gonna put the SHIV further away from the evac zone. We're gonna have to fight it out one more turn if I do that. Is there no other way? Hypergeek, you might be a problem solver here.
Bien, Commandant.
We need to take that heavy out right now. That's a battle scanner, but good effort. Alright, we haven't got range with the grenade. Looking a bit scary. We have to take this heavy out. We can't allow a potential panic roll off him hitting a rocket on us. Cover's still up, but that wall is blown up. Maybe we can get a better angle with the shift suppression now. Ooh, just not really. What's your movement range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He's going to be out of range at this position. Try as we might, this SHIV is going to be out of position for the next turn unless we don't suppress the heavy. And not suppressing the heavy is simply a dice roll that I don't want to take. Alright. We're just gonna have to play it out another round after this one, that's all. No angle? No angle. Well, fuck it. Now we're fucked. Now we don't get a choice. I'm afraid. Now you're just gonna have to cover Drake like I originally planned. Because that is unfortunate that you couldn't get an angle from there. That is very bad. Alright, Wolfer, put yourself in position in the middle where you can react to every threat.
Hauling ass.
Drake, you're just gonna have to hunker that rocket like a champ because I think it's coming in. I don't know what I can do about it. Maybe I can wound him, scare him off. Good attempt. But that's it. Thank God. Thank fucking God. But what else have we got coming in? If one of those elites catches up and alien grenades me, it could have the same effect. It's gonna be very close. It's gonna be very close. If any of these guys is in range to grenade. Okay, don't be on Overwatch, please. Nobody needs to be on Overwatch right now. And tell me that SHIV can make it to that goddamn LZ. Thank you! Drake, we are leaving! Everyone can make it. We are out of here, baby. After you, my robot savior.
Time to motor.
Pack it up, team.
Our field operative has reached the extraction point with the data, Commander. Strike One can either stay and clear out any other EXALT forces in the area, or head to the evac point for immediate extraction. Objective updated.
10-4.
Let us get the fuck out of here.
Heading to that location.
Bye-bye! Oh my God, bye-bye.
If all our missions go as well as this one did, the aliens don't stand a chance.
You can say that again, Bradford, even though once again you don't know the difference between EXALT and aliens, but maybe there isn't a difference ethically or morally between them because they're both sympathizers for the overall destruction and subjugation of our race, but hooey! That was a good mission because we killed 2 EXALT, sure, but we got out of there and that's the point. Oh man, that was, these EXALT missions are starting to get a bit nasty. I think like, what, it's been like 1 or 2 EXALT missions ago, they started getting lasers for the first time, and now I think pretty much every EXALT on that mission had a laser weapon and an alien grenade. And that big QRF pod that was just out there on the edge of my vision in the parking lot, I was not expecting that to be there. That was some serious shit. Yeah. That was some serious shit, but give it to Drake. Drake knows how to get shit done real quick. That was some quality hacking. And she got out of there real quick. And she really saved herself in that one. Drake probably could have done that mission more or less solo, but the strike team was there to make sure she didn't get grenaded by those guys in the way. Oh my God. I feel like I just rode a roller coaster. That was so close to going so bad. We're lucky that heavy reloaded, because if that rocket had panicked or killed Drake, the mission would not be by the numbers, as Bradford says. But the EXALT base isn't in Canada. There you go.
Intel decryption completed. Recalculating possible EXALT facility locations.
Now I must be some kind of idiot, because I've been making a real habit of forgetting when my important technologies have come up recently. Now, I don't know why I'm doing this lately. I need to be a little bit more stringent with checking my resource counts after every mission, but it looks like a couple missions ago when we killed those mutons, so about, 2 or 3 days ago I think, we got enough muton corpses to actually push us over the edge on ammo conservation. So, we're desperately going to need that. We really needed that on that last operation. You could see that SHIV just had no ammo after 1 suppression, and that was some scary shit. If we got into a real fight, that would have been a real problem. Ammo conservation, very important mid-game tech. So, we're not going to need plasma weapons for a very long time. I'm going to start selling this stuff for profit. Because I really need ammo conservation. What else can we sell here? As the crickets chirp in again. Let's see. A lot of those corpses I'm going to need for other stuff. A little bit more Illyria, maybe. 375, there you go. Ammo conservation, this is going to take... Oh, Oh my god, are you kidding me? I do not have enough engineers for this project. It's going to take me almost a full month. That is terrible. I could speed it up by adding some extra dollars and some extra alloys. If I was rolling in the money now, I'd definitely consider that, because having extra ammo 19 days earlier is good, but I need that money for laboratories, so I can't afford that. Just gonna have to keep my eyes out for engineers.
And as soon as we've got something, I'll be in touch.
And now, they've got me over a barrel for the meld request. How much am I paying for these 2 engineers? God, they're reaming me. But, I do not have a choice. I need engineers. What about this request? Haven't started building my satellites yet. Now I'm going to pay for it.
Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
You can see that's already cut off about 5 days. So another satellite would be even better. But I just don't have the dollars. I'm going to have to sell some more monies here. How many satellites do I need this month? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. China, Japan. Alright, maybe 2 would be fine. We're probably not going to expand to another continent just yet. And with none on the way, that's going to be 140, 280. I do not have enough dollars right now. I need way more dollars. But I'm not allowed to sell those power sources because they're really important and I need them. And that's why I can't sell any of them. I also need these fucking things. Illyria might have to be the one that suffers here. We'll buy 1 satellite now. I think the other one can wait. Now, I'm not even going to be able to get this done in time unless I fast build it either. That's going to be an extra bunch of dollars. And I don't have any satellites ready to go, do I? Nope. So if I want to get that satellite up in time to get those engineers, which I probably do, that's going to be 5 meld, which I guess is acceptable. And it's also going to be an extra $60. They got me over a barrel. But this is the result of poor planning and not giving enough of a fuck about that council request previously to sell stuff back then. You know, I'm not renowned for my strategic play, but I think I've been going from mission to mission and just not paying enough attention to my strategic side here. Not picking up the satellite in time to get those engineers, even if I had to sell stuff, is really proving to be a problem. But then I've never really been held accountable for being behind on engineers quite as hard as this before. But we're going to have to get up to 210. I'm going to need to rush build that satellite, that's for sure. What else can we sell here? A little bit more Illyrium, maybe? Plus the laboratory is coming. Illyrium's going down the tube and we're going to pay for it next year, but not this year. Right, there you go, that satellite is fast building. With 18 days on the next one. We've still got about a week. 6 days, 5 days. So that's going to take us till 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th of August. We need to build another satellite. Plus, on around the 10th or the 11th, we're going to have to scan for EXALT again. Maybe the 12th, let's say. If 13th is when I need to do my next satellite, then on the 13th we'll have a strategy day. Oh, yeah, I certainly do need that. Thank you.
Contact detected.
And what is this piece of work doing? We got another terror in Australia by the look of it. By the measure of it. There's your UFO analysis on the radar. It's going to make it slightly easier to dogfight those things, which is good. Out of weapon fragments for Gorse now.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
I don't think I've ever been out of weapon fragments. They must have increased that.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
Well, that's going to be a halt to our plans to go straight for Gauss. Which means what are we going to do instead? Now that's going to give me beam laser credit. I don't need that just yet. These are not necessary yet. Gene mods ain't something I'm going into just yet. Not yet, so it might be good to get started on advanced aerospace concepts, a technology that I desperately need at some point. Now these other things really look like something I want to go into. Apart from sectoid autopsy into sectoid interrogation into biocybernetics, but that can wait. So we might start on advanced aerospace concepts, because we do need that eventually, and we were never going to get biocybernetics and floater interrogation before it anyway. We'll get started on that, but we do need weapon fragments so we can get onto Gauss as well. But I think in the end it might prove better to just go straight for aerospace concepts anyway. We'll see.
Contact detected.
What are you doing? Get up in the air, take a look. What is this?
Bangs out. No joy here.
Looks like we're looking at an abductor coming in. And it's an abductions.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
So we got a light in St. John's, Canada. Hopefully not the Newfoundland mission again in a different form, but light is always nice. Urban block. Several buildings in a large combat zone. Now, light doesn't mean easy. Light means low number of pods. You could get a really nasty pod of, like, mechtoids and shit and still really pay for it. So you don't want to take an all-rookie team thinking this is going to be your payday. Same token, it is a limited number of pods, so you can kind of plan for that. I'm going to try and gear up a good squad here. Do I have anyone I need to wait for? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. Maybe a Rocketeer? No, it's pretty good. I can use this as an excuse for a few things here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get any captures though, which is what I was just thinking of. So instead, we'll probably use this as a training operation. An opportunity to train. In which case, I might skip for Kamikaze and train him in Squint Up. I think all they've really been on for a while is UFO, so that'll be good for them. Apart from that, no real opportunities to capture, so I'll train up some engineers as well. Let me skip 1 hour for Kamikaze.
Contact detected.
Hello? We got air game. You're gonna have to go defensive against this one, I think. Get off my satellite.
Engaging bogey. Closing on target. They're all over us!
Very nice. Very nice job indeed. So we've also got a small UFO shoot down over here. That's 36-hour reaction time. Also protects our satellite while we're at it, which is excellent. Now we still don't have anyone... We don't have any engineers to capture on that one, so it's going to be a couple of rookie training operations back to back, it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and head out on the abduction first. We can get Drake and Pavok on the crash fairly easily if we want to. Alright, let me gear up a squad for the abduction, and we'll be doing some training back to back. So, urban blocks are typically unforgiving for sniper sightlines. With no snapshot, I've opted to take the strike rifle on Verid, which is not something I usually do with my snipers. Taking an alloy plating on him just to keep him extra safe in case he gets caught in the line of fire. That extra 5 tiles range isn't huge. And instead, Hunter and Kamikaze bring in the necessary medkits, because usually my sniper brings one. Apart from that, I've tried to spread out the team to be fairly competent, but still a bunch of people I need leveled up without taking my absolute A-team here, so a lot of sergeants and corporals. With the surprise of Organ UK here, I didn't have any other Rocketeers to take, and it's good to have someone really competent to deal with the fact that it's a light, but you can still get like a double mechtoid pod or something like that, and you don't want to fuck around when double mechtoids show up. You need someone like Organ, who's been here a long time, to take stuff out. I see a lot more character in him today. I gotta give an aside, a shout out to Vesmalol, who's been writing some awesome stuff. He's doing a like a project. He's doing fan fiction of for one chapter for every episode of this Live and Impossible series. For episode 1, he's up to like episode 9 at time of this recording, and they are really awesome. And I love the character of Organ in them. And they made me remember, I was reading the Highway to Hell episode today, the chapter, and it made me remember how this guy almost wasn't with us. That was a rough one, and he almost got flanked by Thin Men, but regardless, reminiscing aside, this is my squad. Everyone's carapaced up except for the sniper, and hopefully the alloy plate's going to keep him safe if he gets into the firing line, but we're going to try and keep him out of the firing line with that extra 5-tower range. Meanwhile, it's just standard issue here. Smoke and mirrors allows us to bring extra flashbangs on Hunter. Engineers and rockets, grenades, reinforced armor on your attack sense assault. It's all pretty standard here, so let's just get down there and let's see what's waiting for us on the quote marks light operation.
Dropship has arrived.
The drop site for this operation will be in Canada. We've just received another report of an abduction in progress in a densely populated urban center. If we allow the aliens to succeed, it's going to spread panic throughout the area.
Is that the bleeding pipe? Is it that one? Or is this the bleeding pipe? Or is it that one or this one? I can't tell. Join me next time when we solve the mystery of the bleeding pipe on this light abduction in St. John's, Canada. Until then, have a good one.